It's time to love the lanes again. From some of southeastern Wisconsin's finest bowling centers, this is the Brew City Bowling Show.
Good morning, everyone. We're back for the Brew City Bowling Show at Country Lanes in Franklin. Wow, the crowd has really come out here for these two teams. We've got ourselves the Sparkle Squad, and they're going to be taking on Leilani's Tribe. We had some good scores on our first show here from Country Lanes. Let's see if that pace can continue. We're going to get to the lanes right now for our opening shot. Here's Leilani Meyer throwing out the first ball for today, and we're going to come back to Country Lanes with our opening match here on the Brew City Bowling Show after this short break.
When people drop into the American Place Casino, you won't believe the things they say.
It looks amazing in here.
Pretty cool, right?
I'm gonna go play some blackjack.
Oh, I'm hitting the slots. With the most exciting table games and newest slots, you can play any way you want. Oh, and the food.
So good.
So what are you waiting for? Come in now and have an experience that'll make you say, couldn't have said it better myself. American Place Casino. Change the game.
Showcase your skills and experience the thrill of competing on the national stage at the 2025 PBA LBC National Championships. This event has awarded over $675,000 in prize money over the last 2 years, and Valero Mount Prospect is just a 90-minute drive from Milwaukee. View all the tournament information at pba.com/LBC tournament. Join the Bourbon Club for free at Country Lanes. Enjoy discounts on every pour and have your chance to win some great monthly prizes. Enjoy a pour before or after a great pizza at Country Lanes in Franklin. And our first match from Country Lanes in Franklin today, Jill Vetter bowling for Sparkle Squad, taking on Lynn Bremer from Leilani's Tribe. And Jill will be leading things off for us here. On lane 3, I want to thank the Meyer family here at Country Lanes once again for hosting. Here is Jill's first toss. Her bowling idol, her husband, Steve Vetter. And hey, Steve's thrown a lot of strikes like that in his career, and how about that for Jill to start off here in our opening match. Once again, for those of you new here to the Brew City Bowling game, these players are bowling a 7th through 10th frame on the show. There's 5 players on each team. And if the team does well enough, they could have their chance to advance to the Grand Championships you'll see here in January on the Brew City Bowling Show. Lynn Bremer does a lot of her league bowling here at Country Lanes. Gets that ball to roll up. Is it going to get the 5 out? No. And of course, yeah, you just watch all the hands go up in the air on the 5 pin. So everybody gets a good chuckle out of it, except the person that left it. You see Lynn right now with a little bit of a stern look on her face. I don't think too many people would doubt Lynn's ability to make this 5 pin. Nice and easy at the foul line, up and through. Gets all the way up and takes down the 5. And there you see the smile of relief for Lynn on that spare. Jill does a lot of her league bowling at Classic Lanes in Oak Creek. And on Saturday mornings, she's not out on the lanes. You can usually find her shopping. I'm not sure if that's online shopping. In the stores, we'll find out. Hey, how about a break here? Trips the 6 on the crossover. Great reaction by Jill. And yeah, that gets her a bottle of bowling ball cleaner or polish from Creating the Difference. I want to thank our friends at Creating the Difference, especially CEO Ron Hicklin, for all their support here in our inaugural season. And here's the mystery frame for Lynn. Her chance for a gift certificate from H5G Brands. Needs to get the ball to roll up a little harder, and wow, back-to-back 5 pins, kind of a surprise. And they're not taking any mercy. Well, maybe some of the crowd's taking a little mercy on Lynn, but you know, when you make one, odds are you're going to make the next one, so people are taking it a little easy on her. Her bowling idol, one of the greatest of all times, Walter A. Williams Jr. And she's always wanted to go to spring training in Arizona for the Brewers. This next season should be a pretty good season again for the Brewers. And oh my, that's something we don't see very often. And the crowd's still giving her support, especially her teammates. A little low five going, hey, get back on it. Here's your chance to spice up your turkey with some Penzies. Penzi Spice is on board. If Jill can get 3 in a row here, that's going to need a little bit of help to stay on the head pin. Doesn't do it. And the 1-3-6 left for Jill. Jill's always wanted to travel to Ireland. Loves Irish music, Irish castles. I know there's an Irish cottage out in Franklin, but that's it's a little different than an Irish castle. And she loves to plan parties, so if anybody knows Jill and you need a party planned, she's the person for you. She's having a party on the lanes right now, keeping it clean through 3 frames. As Lynn comes back up, tries to bounce back off that open frame in the 8th. Lynn wanted to thank her mom, her sister, her brother, and her kids, Rick and Ryan, for all their support, along with her grandson, Remy. And hey, there's some support on the crossover. Takes them all down. And a chance for a big finish here for both of our players getting into the 10th frame. This is Jill's mystery frame. She gets a chance to win a round of golf for 2 at Morningstar Golfers Club in Big Bend anytime in 2025. That's going to need a little help to get to the head pin. Doesn't quite get there, but still, a spare here and good count. We could have a very solid start for Jill and her Sparkle Squad team. Jill wanted to thank her husband, her kids, and her grandkids, and especially she wanted to thank her mom. I'm sure they're all watching this morning here on the Brew City Bowling Show. She's just aiming at that 1-2 pocket. Just holds on. Love the emotion out there by Jill on the lanes this morning. And yeah, 10th frame. So Jill's got one more shot here. I just want to thank her mom because her mom and dad both got her started bowling late in her teens. And she's had fun with it now for decades. Let's see what we can get for a nice finish here for Jill. That's going to need to get a little help for some count. She got 6, so 80 on the board for Jill and Sparkle Squad. Let's see what Lynn can do here in her 10th frame. She gets a chance to possibly put 88 on the board if she can get all 3 strikes. And Saturday mornings, when Lynn's not out here on the lanes, she's usually getting some work done around the house. Nice relaxing time for it. That's going to roll up and just can't get the 3-pin off the sideboard to take the 6. And another single pin spare for Lynn. It's kind of weird how this game of bowling can work on occasion. She has 3 shots that hit the pocket. None of the 3 carry. She had the 1 crossover shot and all 10 fell. So still a chance here for 68 for Lynn. And she can make this spare and fill them all in the 10th. And another single pin miss. So that's going to leave Lynn at 56, Jill at 80. Big early lead for Sparkle Squad. We'll be back to give these bowlers their prizes and introduce our match 2 players. Coming up here on the Brew City Bowling Show from Country Lanes in Franklin.
Tell you what, for some reason, these opening matches are always pretty exciting here on the Brew City Bowling Show. Let's bring in our bowlers from match number 1. Jill, come on in. Jill, you had the crowd behind you. Start off with that big double and finished out. Clean game for 80. How does it feel being a superstar?
Awesome. I can relax now. My nerves can stop jumping.
Yeah, you cheer on your teammates, no doubt about it. Unfortunately, your mystery frame was the 10th frame. Do you golf?
Oh, no.
You don't golf?
Yeah.
Oh, you do golf?
Yep.
You would have gotten around to 2 at Morningstar Golfers Club out in Big Bend, so unfortunately you missed out on that. But you did receive a bottle of Creating the Difference bowling ball cleaner for your double in the 7th and 8th frames, and go cheer on your teammates.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate you bowling. Thank you very much. Lynn, come on in, Lynn. I say it balances out. You made the 5-pin in the 7th. You missed it in the 8th. I say you don't owe anything to your teammates.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed, but
I tried. First time, little nerves got the best of me, I think. So,
Yeah, but every ball right near the pocket on the first shot.
yeah, thank you.
Can't go wrong with that.
Right.
So, unfortunately, the 8th frame was your mystery frame. You missed out on the gift here from H5G Brands for the custom jerseys and accessories they offer. But I hope you had a good time bowling today.
I did. Thank you so much.
Go cheer on your teammates.
All right, sounds good.
All right, after our opening match, we've got Sparkle Squad at 80 and Leilani's Tribe at 56.
And here come our rollers for match number 2. Oh, we got a special surprise here with Sparkles. And the Sparkle Squad making the appearance. Cheering on Sherry Jameson. Sherry bowls her league at Highland Lanes in Milwaukee. Been bowling for quite a while now. And that's going to need a little help to get all the way back up to the pocket. And the 1, 2, and 7 remain for Sherry. Kim Schrader taking care of business for Leilani's Tribe. You'll see her stepping up on lane 4 in her half of the 7th frame. And Sherry's bowling idol. Well, she's got a couple of them here. She's got Norm Duke. Oh, and that 2-pin just misses the 7th for an open frame for Sherry. And the other bowling idol was her mom. Back in the day, her mom was a 150 average bowler, and Sherry thought that was so awesome, and that's what got her involved in the sport. Let's see what Kim can do here in her opening frame. Rolls up. Is it going to get the 7? Come on now. Give that young lady a break. Nice mix into the pocket, just a little light. You see here on the replay, 5-pin kind of tumbles into the 7, 4-pin doesn't hit the 7, head pin stays in the flat gutter. And this should be a cross lane spare. She switches to the polyester ball. Kim bowls her league at Classic Lanes in Greenfield. That's where you're going to see us finishing out our regular season in a couple of weeks here on the Brew City Bowling Show. And not a quality spare attempt there for Kim, but both players with 9 after their opening frame. Here is the mystery frame for Sherry. If she strikes here, she'll get a $50 dining certificate for any of the restaurants at American Place Casino. Hey, that's got a pretty good chance. Oh, and the wrap 10. Of course the wrap 10 shows up in the mystery frame. And Sparkles over on the side there, just emotionless at the moment. I would have thought that Sparkles would have been a little more upset about Sherry's ring 10. She'll switch to the polyester ball, go cross lane. That's going to need some help to hold on. Oh, and well, that wouldn't have counted anyway with coming out of the gutter, even if it would have made contact with the 10-pin. Let's see what Kim can do here to try to get us our first mark of this match. Kim has her husband Mike as her biggest influence in bowling, and she loves to watch Liz Johnson and EJ Tackett bowl. We've seen Liz Johnson rip a lot of strikes like that over the years, blow that 5-pin into the 7, and high fives between the members of Leilani's Tribe on that strike by Kim. Kim on Saturday mornings when she's on the lane, she likes relaxing and drinking coffee. Here for Sherry on Saturday mornings, I won't say what she really put, but she takes down the 9-pin for her strike in the 9th. But she does say hanging out with her grandsons. We'll leave the other half of the answer out, but Sherry knows what it is, and I'm sure she's laughing, chuckling about it while she's watching right now. Great break on taking down the 9. Let's see if Kim can get herself a little creating the difference. Bowling ball polish here, if she can double, and is she going to get a messenger? No, it falls off the back. My goodness, a couple of good shots and a couple of bad breaks for Kim on that right lane. Kim's always wanted to go to Italy for the culture and the food. For her dream trip. You can always go to Italy in Chicago, that store in downtown Chicago. It sells all kinds of great Italian and European imports. Great cover there on the 10-pin by Kim. So our max scores right now are 78 for Sherry, 79 for Kim. So another tight battle here going into the 10th frame. Sherry's always wanted to do a waterfall tour in Wisconsin because she just loves living in this state. Is that going to hold on? Oh no, slices through, and that 9-pin behind the 3, 6, and 10 going to make it real tough for Sherry to get this spare. Yeah, it's one thing I always like. We were at Castle Lanes earlier this season on the Brew City Bowling Show, and the waterfall over the lanes on the masking units, so cool looking, and that's an actual waterfall from up north in Wisconsin. And oh no, nothing on the spare attempt, so that leaves Sherry at 40. So this is definitely going to tighten up the match between Sparkle Squad and Leilani's Tribe. Of course, both these teams trying to chase down Classic Duns with a little country from their big team score they shot. Our last episode, here we're going to see some Snow Globe Holiday Festival. Not quite. Kim almost got herself a nice break going high and taking out the 6-pin. This would be a cross lane move. Easiest way to shoot these is give yourself as much room for error as possible. Don't try to shoot them right up the gutter. Go across the lane, avoid the gutter, and just tickle the 6-pin down. And look at Sparkles cheering on both teams. Kim with the great spare, so a chance for 68 here if she can strike on the fill shot. Kim wanted to thank her husband Mike and her mother and father-in-law and sister-in-law all for their support over the years. And Kim says a lot of people know she's a really good baker, so we'll have to hit her up on a brownie recipe after she's done with this match. Can we get 10 on the fill ball? Yes, indeed. So 68 for Kim, 40 for Sherry. We'll get some totals. We'll see what prizes these bowlers win. And we'll be back from Country Lanes in Franklin for the next match on the Brew City Bowling Show. At Country Lanes, we're your family's go-to destination for unforgettable moments, laughter, and friendly competition. We have glow bowling every Friday and Saturday night, and come check out our Bourbon Club specials at Country Lanes in Franklin.
Well, that second match really tightened things up between Sparkle Squad and the Alliance Tribe. Let's bring in Sherry first for Sparkle Squad. I saw Sparkly Joe out there. I thought it was going to be an inspiration, and you did get a strikeout there in the 9th frame.
That was at least I did that.
Right.
But
I heard you say that you were on the original bowling game back in the day.
40 years ago, 1984, I believe it was. Yep. And
Did you-
I did the same? I don't think I got a strike though, so it's an improvement.
There we go. So if you're alive till 2028, you'll be fine. We do this again, we'll get you up to like an 80.
Right.
Yeah, we'll go 4 years and we'll go 4 years instead of 40. So, well, unfortunately, your mystery frame was the 8th frame. It would have been $50 in dining at any restaurant, American Place. So all the great restaurants they have down there. But I hope you had a good time
I
today.
had an amazing time, and it'll be better now that I can go get something to drink.
There you go. Way to do it. Thanks, Sherry. Appreciate it. Kim, come on in. Clean game, except for the first frame. So I think you shook the nerves a little bit and helped things out.
I did, yeah. Getting that one out of the way and settling down a little bit, so it was all right.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, you had to get a strike on the first ball of the 10th frame to get your mystery prize. You got it in the fill ball, but it would have been 4 tickets to the Snowflake Holiday Festival at Franklin Field, and it's a great time to go around with your family and see some great Christmas sights. So buy tickets. If you don't win them, you can always buy them on the Franklin Field's website. So.
All right, well, thank you so much for this opportunity. This was great.
Thanks for bowling. Appreciate it. So after 2 games, Sparkle Squad is now behind. 120 for Sparkle Squad. Leilani's Tribe, 124.
And here's our bowlers for match 3 here at Country Lanes. Josh Krzybilski battling Bob Bartoshewicz here in our middle match. Match 3 of 5 today. Josh will be starting things off for Sparkle Squad on lane 3, and he gets the fire off on his mystery frame right away, as if he strikes on this shot, he'll win a gift certificate to Henry Flack Steakhouse in West Dallas. That's going to need to get a little help. Oh, I thought it was climb the hill all the way, but the wrap 10 denies some steak or prime rib for Josh. As Josh goes to get his spear ball, we'll take a replay of that first shot. Just a little bit too much on the face of the 3-pin. And 10-pin stands in defiance. Josh will get himself lined up here. This is bowling at Alpine Lanes in Muskego. and a recent convert to the game. He hasn't been bowling for even a decade yet, and he still throws the ball very nicely. Averages over 215 in his league at Alpine. And let's take a first look at Bob. Bob does his bowling here at Country Lanes. Bob's bowling idol, Norm Duke. Bob's always tried to pattern his game after Norm's. Well, if you can change your hand position into 100 different positions and change your roll and your rev rate and everything like that, you too could be a Norm Duke. We've seen Norm get a crossover strike or two in his career. Good break there for Bob. And Norm, one of the nicest guys ever in the sport of bowling to go with, being a great player. I've been lucky enough to do some work with Norm over the last decade or so, and always doing what he can to help this sport out. So what Josh can do here in his 8th frame. That's going to need to roll up a little harder as well, and the railroad, always tough to convert when you need that one pin behind the other. Josh's biggest influence in bowling, Brian LaHoulier. Always gave him pointers, challenged him to be better, and we saw Brian quite a few times when we produced the bowling shows on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel in Wisconsin back in the day. And just enough roll up for Josh to take down that railroad. You see the big smile of relief for Josh after that shot. Here we go from Bob. Bob's mystery frame here, 1-year subscription on the line to 11thframe.com. Jeff Riggles, all the latest and greatest national and local bowling news in his coverage at 11thframe.com. And that one, that's a lot of half there for Bob. That could have been a lot worse as far right as that shot was missed. Of course, we are bowling on the 2024 PBA LBC National Championships oil pattern on the lane, so it's 43 feet in length. So some of those bowling balls that get leaked out to the right, when the little more oil than these players see in league shots, don't come back as hard. And I guarantee you this is probably the first time Bob has shot this 4, 5, 7, 8 this decade, and only gets 3. Bob falling behind in this match. And up, you see the crowd starting to pay a little more attention as they see Josh now. And Josh looks up and sees it. $100 in free play on the line at American Place Casino on the jackpot shot. He's got the red, white, and blue striped pin. Up the other lane. Come on, Josh, what do you think? There you go. There's $100 in gambling at American Place in Waukegan. And the high fives up and around from everyone. Sparkle Squad, you see their fans out there as well wearing the Sparkle headbands, headgear. And Josh, happy to celebrate that foundation frame strike. Bob looking to match here in the 9th. Bob, if he's not on the lanes on a Saturday morning, he's hanging out with his wife or his brother. Probably planning a trip to Italy. That's where Bob wants to go, just for the food. I'll tell you what, I don't usually get free plugs on the show, but yeah, go to Italy in Chicago, downtown Chicago, and yeah, you can get all the great imported Italian and European foods to your heart's desire. Josh on Saturday mornings, he'll be out golfing, given the chance, and a big double and some creating the difference bowling ball cleaner for Josh, and a chance to get to the high game on the day with 98. Don't forget, high game on every Brew City Bowling show wins a 2-night stay at Circa Las Vegas and a complimentary daybed rental at Stadium Swim at Circa. The prize worth over $700. And let's see if we can spice up a turkey with some Penzies here on 3 in a row. That's way too far in the crossover. And another railroad for Josh as he laps it off with the 3-9. Not too often you see back-to-back railroads on opposite sides of the lane for someone. Oh, Josh has that right now. Josh always wanted to go to the Maldives to snorkel. And if you need a house remodeler, skill that Josh has and a lot of people don't know about. He can fix almost any house project. All right, Josh, we're talking. I need a little help with a couple things in one of my bathrooms at home. We'll talk to you after the match. Bob has a great sense of humor. Yeah, no doubt about that. We were talking off air. So he was really looking forward to his time here on the Brew City Bowling Show. And he always wants to thank his wife for her patience with his bowling and the number of nights a week he bowls. Come on, 10-pin. Get out of there. Not going to happen. So Sparkle Squad's going to take the lead once again in this match with 2 matches remaining. And Bob has a chance here to get to 66. If he can put a spare on the board and get them all on a fill shot. Also loves the fish when he's down on the lanes. And yeah, we're talking a little bit. He likes to gamble too. Gave some good recommendations for a couple of my favorite games to play at American Place Casino when I'm there. So 66 still possible for Bob. This is the time of year, Bob, ready to get the snowmobile out as well. Ready to make things happen, get out in the Northwoods, have some fun in the snow, and some great social clubs in the area involved with snowmobiling as well. That's going to need a lot of help. A little longer lane needed on that shot for Bob, but still, 62 for Bob, 86 for Josh. We definitely have some prizes to give away this match. Take a short break. We'll be back here from Country Lanes with match number 4. Any bowler who throws 4 strikes in a row on the Brew City Bowling Show will receive a gift certificate for Sendik's Food Market. Check out this week's specials at Sendix.com. Join the Bourbon Club for free at Country Lanes. Enjoy discounts on every pour and have your chance to win some great monthly prizes. Enjoy a pour before or after a great pizza at Country Lanes in Franklin.
It is just a back and forth match here between Sparkle Squad and Leilani's Tribe. Let's bring Josh in from Sparkle Squad. Josh with the clean game. That's got to feel real good. It's only with that 4-frame sprint.
Yeah, I felt real good. First ball, I really didn't want that 10-pin, but I survived, so move on.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the first ball, that was your mystery frame, so it would have been a gift certificate for Henry Flack Steakhouse in West Dallas, so I'm sure you're a steak fan.
I am. I love a good steak.
Prime rib on Tuesdays there, don't miss it. But you're double in the 9th and 10th. That gets you a bottle of Creating the Difference Bowling Ball Cleaner and Polish, so enjoy it.
Very much. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
And right now, you're the high game so far on the show. If you hold on to that, it's a 2-night midweek stay at Circle Las Vegas and a complimentary day bed rental at Stadium Swim. So,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, so cheer on your teammates, but don't cheer them on too hard.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Josh. Appreciate it. And Bob, come on in. Where did we lose Bob? Bob! 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 We gotta talk to you again. Oh, that's okay. Come on in, Bob. That left lane got you a little bit.
It's a couple errant shots, nerves probably, but it was a great time, and I'd do it all over again if I had the opportunity to.
Well, hey, hopefully we'll have you back sometime soon. Right now, the mystery frame for you was the 8th frame, so one of those frames on the left lane. Unfortunately, you missed out on a 1-year subscription to 11thframe.com. All the great bowling news Jeff Riggles puts together out there. Just glad to hear you had a blast, and now you can cheer your teammates on the rest of the way through.
Thanks for doing this too. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Bob. After 3 games, Sparkle Squad 206, Leilani's Tribe 186.
Here's our contestants for match number 4 here at Country Lanes in Franklin. Billy Corlett bowling for Sparkle Squad against Greg Zadanis. Greg bowling for Leilani's Tribe. Tight match so far, with just this match and one other remaining. Billy Corlett leading things off for Sparkle Squad in lane 3. Bowls his league at Highland Lanes. Also does some league bowling at Classic Lanes in Greenfield. And Billy's going to need to get the one to roll back really hard. And wow, that's half. That's not exactly going to build the confidence for Billy early. He'll try to make this with that sleeper 8-pin, which is a little unusual. Usually you see the super washout. It's the 1, 2, 4, 6, 10. This time the 8 is there instead of the 4, so he's going to have to make sure he hits the 1, 2. Ball will get the 8, and the head pin will get the 6, 10. Or, oh, he shot at it like the baby split, and he still picked it up. Great conversion there by Billy. Let's see what Greg can do here. Greg does his bowling for league here at Country Lanes. And Greg's biggest influence as a bowler was his dad. Gave him a lot of good advice on spare shooting. Not worried about spares this frame. Mystery frame, you need that strike to win the gift certificate from Natty Oaks, and that's going to need a lot of help to hold, and that is a lot of 9 there. That ball really could have peeled off at the end. The hands go in the air once again. Even the teammates will give it to you. As you watch the replay, watch how hard that ball takes off the last 5 feet. Any slower, and that could have been half a rack as well. So let's see if Dad's advice here for Greg helps him out with making a 5-pin. One would think shouldn't be a problem. Right on the middle of it. And a couple of spares to start our 4th match here at Country Lanes. I want to thank the Meyer family once again for hosting one more week here at Country Lanes. And then we'll have our final 2 weeks of our regular season coming to you from, well, we got a couple of shows from Foxview Lanes. And then we'll have a couple of shows from Classic Lanes Greenfield to wrap up the regular season. Corlett, 8th frame, high, baby split. And a chance to win $10 in cash for converting the baby split from the Brew City Bowling Show. Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting once we get to Foxview Lanes, the first center in southeastern Wisconsin that put in the sanctioned, certified Cubica AMF Edge string pin setters. So a lot of people are prejudged about the string pins. You'll have your chance to see them yourself. I'm pretty much a fan, to be honest. It came to the difference between not having a bowling center by me and having the string pins. Definitely would have the string pins. And you'll get your chance to see that in a couple of weeks here on the Brew City Bowling Show. As Billy watched that ball hook away from the 10 pin, just takes the 3, and Corlett finding a little bit of a problem here this match. Let's see what Greg can do. Loves to work on cars when he's not on the lanes. And is that going to hold on? And that one through the nose. So he's getting a little bit farther back to the left where he needs to be. And I think it's just a matter of, you know how fast 4 frames go on TV. No real room for error. You make a couple of bad shots in your couple of practice frames before we get him on the air for score. That could really get the brain scrambled. Great cover there, though, by Greg. Corlett, as his bowling idol, Dave Sherbarth. Dave out of Highland Lanes. Dave won prior to that great May tournament. And we got a little double bubble here for Billy, as he can win a gift here at the Falcon Bowl, and he also has that red, white, and blue pin at the end of the lane for the American Place jackpot shot. So a lot on the line here in the 9th frame for Billy. That's going to need some help, and that one, boy, he just amped it on the way down. I'm not sure if he was just trying to give it a little bit more on the rev rate. After that first shot was the super wash out in that lane, but now it leaves just the 1, 2, 4, and 8. So no pins to deal with on the right side of the deck for Billy, but this is far from an easy spare under these TV lights. That came out of his hand a little quick and comes up a little too firm on the 2-pin. Falls next to the 4. Yeah, this is not the game that Sparkle Squad needs right now in this tight battle, trying to advance to the Grand Championships in January. Let's watch that replay. 2-pin falls in front of the 4. Let's see what Greg can do here in his 9th frame. Greg's always wanted to go to Abu Dhabi, and he'll have a chance to watch from Abu Dhabi this weekend. Formula One will be there. And get a little preview of what it would be like. We'll deliver a great shot in the foundation frame by Greg. Watch that ball trip the 6 lane. Really want to thank his wife, Denise, and all the friends from Highland Lanes and Country Lanes that are here to support him. And Billy, boy, just not finding it here on TV. Well, he's avoided the bowling lessons. He did have that spare in the first frame. Otherwise, it would have been the 1-hour lesson from Matt Gasson at Top Notch Bowling in either Waukesha or at Castle Lanes in Racine, their newest location. And they've taken over the Bowler's Choice Pro Shop from Lenny Boris Jr. And you can still get lessons with Lenny Boris Jr. as well through Top Notch Bowling. Check them out on their Facebook page. And Billy's going to end up with a 45, and that is a little painful for a player of Billy's caliber to walk away from, but I'm sure his wife Denise will give him a little consolation talk when we get to the commercial break. So Greg here still with a chance for 99. Right now 86 is our high game of the day, that by Josh Przbilski in our last match. So can Greg get him to scramble here? Yes, he does. So now a chance for Greg to take over the high game of the day and get that Circa Las Vegas 2-night stay and the daybed rental at Stadium Swim. Watch that ball just roll up late. 4-pin just gets enough of the 7 to take it down. And so 9 here on this shot would be enough for Greg to take over the high game on the show. That's creeping high. Oh my. And that changes the Circa high game shot. Here is Greg's going to need to convert this to take over the high game. He'll also win $14. You get 1 point per pin value on any split made on the Brew City Bowling Show. You get that in cold hard cash. So a huge shot here for Greg. Nothing wrong with going for both. Hey, how about that? How about that? What a great finisher, Greg. Our new high game on the show for the day. We'll come back to Country Lanes after this short break, get some bowlers' prizes handed out, and get our 5th and final match on the air for you here on the Brew City Bowling Show. South Shore Bowl is hosting their annual Toys for Tots charity bowling tournament over 3 weekends in December. For only $25 and a new unwrapped toy, hit the lanes with your family and friends and help fill those bins for Toys for Tots. You can also support Toys for Tots by being a lane sponsor or just bringing your new unwrapped toys to South Shore Bowl. Contact the phone number on your screen for all the tournament information. Join the Bourbon Club for free at Country Lanes. Enjoy discounts on every pour and have your chance to win some great monthly prizes. Enjoy a pour before or after a great pizza at Country Lanes in Franklin.
Well, what a battle there in match number 4. Leilani's Tribe is going to slide back in the lead. Let's talk to our bowlers in match 4. Billy, come on in.
That was a rough one.
Billy, you made the super washout in the first frame, and I thought maybe you'd turn it around. What happened?
If I was left-handed, it would probably be way easier.
So
I just got rough out there. I thought I had a good look at it, and I was just missing with my hand. A little rough.
All right.
Yeah.
Your team's still close overall. Mystery frame was the 9th frame. You would have won a gift certificate for Falcon Bowl up in River West. You ever been to Falcon Bowl?
It's been many years. Yeah.
Go back. They've really done a good job of remodeling and stuff there.
Yeah. It's a good place.
Appreciate you coming down and bowling today.
Awesome. Thanks.
Appreciate it. All right, Greg, come on in. Greg stayed patient. Couple of spares to start with. You got that strike in the 9th, strike first ball of the 10th, so that double gets you ball cleaner, and that conversion of the 6-8, $14 in cash, $1 per pin value. So, and of course, I'm $2 Phil. I'm paying you in $2 bills, of course. So your mystery frame, unfortunately, was the 7th frame. You would have gotten a gift certificate for Natty Oaks in West Dallas. But right now, your 87 is a high game by a pin. If you survive one more game on the squad, you'll win a 2-night midweek stay at Circa Las Vegas and a complimentary daybed rental at Stadium Swim. So you got to kind of root for your teammate, but you kind of not got to root for your teammate.
Yeah. I'm just happy that I was consistent. I was a little slow on my first shot, but then I obviously figured it out to get a little more speed on it, and I did what I could.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you got your team back in the lead with 1 match to go. Thanks for bowling. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. So after match 4, Sparkle Squad at 251. They've fallen behind Leilani's Tribe at 273. And the 5th and final match of the day here from Country Lanes in Franklin. Got Sean Kosher bowling for Sparkle Squad against Adam Karras bowling for Leilani's Tribe.
We have ourselves a tight match. Less than 2 marks between the two teams. So let's see what Sean can do here. Try to get Sparkle Squad back in the running. Sean does his bowling at Highland Lanes and here at Country Lanes. His biggest influence on bowling, the Sherbarth family. And almost got the trip 4. And a good opening shot for Sean. So his bowling idol, every Hall of Famer in the Milwaukee area. Well, it's a lot of Hall of Famers. It's a pretty big Hall of Fame for Sean to follow. I'll have to ask him his favorite 5 Hall of Famers after the match is done. So, hooking across the lane, taking the scenic route to 4-pin, and Sean covers it up nicely. Adam Karras coming on for Leilani's Tribe, bowls his league here at Country Lanes. Biggest influence on his bowling were his mom and his grandmother, and they both bowled on the original bowling game back on Channel 18 back in the day. Well, I don't know if the hairstyle is going to come in handy for Adam for this mystery frame, but that's what he wins, a haircut and style at the Carlos Salon. How about that? Well, I'm sure he can maybe give that to his wife, Kathy, after that strike. Can't wait to see his reaction when we interview him after the match is done, when he finds out he just won a haircut and style. Sean has been bowling for almost 30 years. And on Saturday mornings when he's not on the lanes, he's always working on a honeydew list that Kathy leaves him. And Kathy right now is going, honey, throw more strikes. So supports all the adventures and bad ideas, Sean says. Well, that's what good wives and husbands do, keep things together. Kathy also the team captain of the Sparkle Squad, the heart and soul of Sparkle Squad. And it has been a great day with both these teams. The amount of fun they're having out there, yes indeed, as Sean pumps one out after back-to-back spares. Something tells me there's a little side wager between these two players on this match, as we see if Adam can take down a bottle of creating the difference ball cleaner here, if he can add another strike on here in the 8th frame. On Saturday mornings, Adam likes to watch Badger football during the fall. Unfortunately, it wasn't a great season for the Badgers. We'll have to see how 2025 comes about. And that one comes high, 4-7 left at the end of the lane. And Adam's always wanted to travel to Japan. Boy, if I ever get a chance to go back to Japan, I'm bringing the bowling ball with. I'll come out of retirement just to say I bowled at a couple of historic bowling centers in Tokyo. There's Tokyo Port Bowl and Shinagawa Prince Bowl. Both events where PBA titles were decided over the years. How about it? Oh, not the conventional way to make that 4-7, but Adam gets them both the ball. And once again, less than 20 pins between Sparkle Squad and Leilani's Tribe. Both team captains probably going to have to strike out to have any chance of advancing to the Grand Championships. Right now, Classic Duns with a little country are leaders in the Country Lanes pod. And here's the American Place jackpot shot. There's Zach, striped head pin. Is he going to get all the way up there? And boy, Sean just gave that a little extra. There's something you don't see very often. The 1-6-10. And unfortunately, no free play at American Place Casino for Sean. American Place having a big Oztacular New Year's Eve celebration. Lots of free play and $15,000 in cold hard cash to be given away by American Place on their New Year's Eve celebration. Check it out, AmericanPlace.com, for a fun way to celebrate your New Year's Eve. And that open frame for Sean's going to leave the door open here for Adam to come back and try to take down this show for his team. Adam loves to play baseball when he gets a chance when he's not on the lanes. And he can bowl with both hands. We're watching him bowl left-handed here and takes down another strike, 2 for 3 on the strikes. And this game, you see, he's pumped up. we'll see if he gets a chance in the 10th frame. Maybe he'll shoot a ball right-handed. He also averages 170 right-handed, averaging over 200 left-handed. That's pretty amazing. Well, let's see if we can get a little prize here for Sean. He doesn't know it, but this is his mystery frame. Strike here wins Bowlers Headquarters, bowling ball resurfacing and rejuvenation. There we go for Sean. There's the fist bump again. High five between our contestants. And looks like we have Greg Sedanis locked up with the... Oh, no, we don't have him locked up yet. Up to Adam. Adam's going to have to get the first one in the 10th to get a chance to take down the Circa Las Vegas 2-night stay. But first, let's see if Sean can get himself a bottle of Creating the Difference bowling ball polish. That looks pretty good on target line. He likes it. 2-pin does the job on the 4. And even though it wasn't the quickest of starts for Sean, he's having a strong finish here. That's got to feel pretty good when you're making your way off the lanes. So 75 now to max for Sean. Let's see if we can spice up his turkey with a Penzies gift certificate. This is definitely the season for Penzies. All your holiday celebrations for friends and family. Oh, that one comes a little high, leaves just the 10-pin. And 74 for Sean. So it's pretty much gonna lock up the win for Leilani's Tribe. It's just a matter of Adam's gonna have to go off the sheet to have any chance to beat Classic Duns with a little country and try to get his team into the Grand Championship. So a lot riding here in the 10th frame for Adam and Leilani's Tribe. He's got the Circa High Game Prize possibility. He's got advancing to the Grand Championships. That's going to need to hold, and it doesn't hold, and he doesn't get a lucky break on the 2-4. And that's going to keep Classic Duns with the little country in the top spot, trying to advance to the Grand Championships. We'll find out if they'll make it after next week's show here at Country Lanes. Otherwise, we'll see if one of our 2 teams participating next week will be the representatives from Country Lanes down to Holler House for our last show of this season. And that's going to need a lot of help. Oh, it doesn't even stay on. So 66 for Adam, 74 for Sean. We've got some prizes to give away. We'll wrap up this show from Country Lanes in Franklin after this short break here on the Brew City Bowling Show.
A magical holiday experience for the entire family returns to the campus of Ballpark Commons in Franklin, Wisconsin. Snow Globe Holiday Festival, powered by Enchant, offers a captivating experience with a variety of activities. From the story-propelled holiday light maze featuring millions of twinkling lights to visits with Santa, Mrs. Claus, and all the elves. Glide under the lights on the ice skating trail. Create your own teddy bear and more. Snow Globe Holiday Festival, powered by Enchant through December 30th at Franklin Field. Visit snowglobemagic.com for tickets and more.
Any bowler who rolls 5 strikes in a row on the Brew City Bowling Show will receive a fully customized jersey from H5G Brands. Anyone rolling a perfect game on the Brew City Bowling Show will win an entry into the 2025 PBA LBC National Championships. At Country Lanes, we're your family's go-to destination for unforgettable moments, laughter, and friendly competition. We have Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night, and come check out our Bourbon Club specials at Country Lanes in Franklin.
Well, it was a close final match, but Leilani's Tribe holds on 339 to 325 over Sparkle Squad. Unfortunately, neither team's going to make it to the Grand Championship with that score. Let's bring in Sean from Sparkle Squad, as he had a solid finish. A couple of strikes in the 10th frame. That had to feel pretty good.
It did feel great. It was, you'll get the jitters out a little bit and then execute a good shot and just try to help the fans enjoy today.
Yeah, they really had a blast. The double in the 10th frame gets you a bottle of ball cleaner. It's on the outside there. Sorry, I got so many things in my hand here. So from Creating the Difference, and your mystery frame was the 10th frame. So you've got yourself a free bowling ball resurfacing and polish from Bowlers Headquarters inside of Classic Lanes Greenfield. So always good to maintain the equipment.
Yeah, well, hey, thanks, Phil. This was a great opportunity, and our team appreciates it. And obviously, you see all the fans out here. Yeah. That's what it's about.
It's been an absolute blast. Country Lanes has been a great host for us once again, and I'm sure, given the chance, if we come back for another season, I'm sure you're going to be trying out for it again.
All right, thanks, Phil.
Appreciate it. Thank you,
Have
sir.
a good one.
Appreciate it. And let's bring in Adam I thought we were getting a Dutch 80 game out of you there in the 10th. You had the chance for the spare, and it just kind of got away.
Yes, it did.
Well, the good news for you, at least, is that one of the frames you did strike in was the 7th frame, your mystery frame. You get a haircut in style from DeCarlo Salon and Barbershop on Water Street in Milwaukee. So, yeah, it's we picked the prices out ahead of time. So I don't know. They can do a nice beard trim on you if you let the facial fescue grow. They'll take care of you.
Yes, thank you.
Appreciate you bowling.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks, Adam. All right, we got a couple more prizes to give away here. We need Sherry. Is Sherry still here? Where's Sherry? No, Is Sherry still here? Sherry, I need you for a minute.
What did I do now?
Well, you had fun.
I did.
And you were on the original bowling game back in the day, and you know they gave the Golden Bologna Award to the low score on the show.
Bologna?
You get the Platinum Pepperoni. You get better than bologna. You get pepperoni. The Platinum Pepperoni. Greg, you were high game on the show with 87. You were going to get you that 2-night stay at Circa Las Vegas, midweek stay, and a free clubhouse rental at Stadium Swim. I mean, that's like a $750 prize. You ever been to Circa Las Vegas yet?
Not Circa. Obviously, I've been to Vegas for a couple for nationals, so I've kind of been in the area, but just didn't stay at Circa ever.
Yeah, you're going to love it there. It's a great place. And there's actually a few people from Milwaukee you might run into that transplants out there that work there. So we appreciate everything Circa's done for us. So congratulations on the prize.
All right, thank you.
Awesome. So that's it for our show. We have one more week to go at Country Lanes. A couple of teams taking the lanes next Saturday morning. Make sure you join us. Hey, parents, take the kids bowling because you know they're going to have fun for life. And we'll see you next Saturday on the Brew City Bowling Show.